Welcome back to Drinking with Craig and Roger. I'm Craig.
I'm Roger.
We are going to taste today the winner of Whisky Advocate's 2021 awards, the Lagavulin 11-year Offerman cask.
The Whisky Advocate is a magazine published 4 times a year, which is devoted to whiskey of all kinds.
To be clear, their top whiskey doesn't mean it's the best whiskey available. It just means it's the best new whiskey that was introduced in 2021.
And it's not the most expensive one they could find either.
Yes, fairly readily available, fairly affordable ones.
This is their #1 choice
Yes,
as a new whiskey.
that's right. It is finished in a Guinness cask. And we do have the Lagavulin 16 here to compare it with.
Great.
Yep, killer stuff. But let's just try this in its own right first.
Okay, well, this is going to be like comparing Olympic athletes. You know?
That's right.
Woo.
That is a nice nose.
Oh, yeah. Nice middle. Oh, man, it tastes like Lagavulin to me.
Kind of. Yeah, I mean, well, yes, very much
Very
so.
smoky.
Very much so.
Very smoky nose, a dark, sort of body to it. Very malty, sweet, and then a smoky finish.
Yeah. And I am definitely, it tastes very kind of vibrant, a nice sweet component to it. Very pleasant. And I am picking up on a little bit of that kind of, I think, roasty characteristic from Guinness.
Well,
that you might get.
It's kind of interesting, but malt whiskey is made from barley malt. And Guinness is made from barley malt.
Right.
And whiskey is basically an unhopped malted beer, which is distilled. And so they blend together very well.
They do. They do indeed. I think it has served to kind of tamp down some of the, what could be at this age an aggressive smokiness that would otherwise be in this Lagavulin. Because I could be wrong. I mean, 11 is young for Lagavulin to release something because their standard is 16, so.
Well, that's because they think it needs that much time to settle down.
Yeah, but we've seen like the Ardbeg Wee Beastie at 5 years is awesome, but it is powerful.
It is very aggressive.
Yeah.
They really kind of wanted their whiskey to not be so aggressive, so brash.
Yeah.
It's not going to be harsh, but boy, it's going to be wow on your tongue.
This is nice. There's so much going on. It's really hard to describe. It's
I'm
very complex.
I'm having trouble coming up with the stout. I'm getting. I'm having trouble pulling it out. It's in the center.
Really? Okay. It's very well incorporated. This is about $85, which is not too shabby for considering the 16-year standard is 120 or so. And prices are supposed to be going up in 2022.
And the least expensive single malts you can get are somewhere between 40 and 50. So.
And really quick, let's just take a look at the 16 here. Let me pull. You got your glass ready. I'm going to pull mine up. Let's give it a little direct compare.
All right, here we go.
Also awesome, of course.
Now,
ooh,
if you look at the color, the 16 is darker.
Yeah,
which means it's
darker.
got a lot more from the barrel than the 11, even though the 11 was finished in a dark stout barrel. But this has got more color.
Definitely a different nose. And this Lagavulin 16 is 3% lighter in its alcohol than the Offerman barrel.
It's more subdued and quieter and softer.
Softer, yes.
But it still retains a lot of the smoke.
Yeah.
And a lot of the malt. It's just not as brash on your tongue as the younger one.
No, and that's not to say this is brash in any way, but only in comparison.
In comparison, yeah. That's
I would say the difference here is the Offerman, the 11-year, is more vibrant. It has a brighter, more vibrant, and more the components stand out a little more strong. Like has that sweet strain. It has the smokiness. You kind of pick things out a little more independently, whereas everything is a little more well incorporated in the 16.
Yeah, in the 16, it's had more time to blend together and absorb each other's characteristics.
Yeah.
And here it's a little more separate. But nonetheless, in both of these, You know, I think you would be well advised
Yeah.
to get a pour.
Oh yeah. Get yourself
Sit down, take your time, read a book. If you like smoking cigars, smoke a cigar. Sit in front of a roaring fire in the fireplace.
Ooh, nice.
And enjoy a relaxing time.
Oh yeah. And they're complex enough where they will steal your attention no matter what you're doing. You take a sip of this and you're like,
there's something in that. It's right to it. These are winners. These are
Big
winners.
Time. Big time.
I don't know what the numbers they gave these things, but usually Lagavulin is in the 90s.
I think this was 94 points, which is they had another one in the same magazine that was $4,000 and it was 94 points. So, you know, it's right up. They think it's as good as that.
Well,
different,
you know,
of course, but beautiful.
The Whisky Advocate, you know, is not going to discriminate on price. They will show the whiskey enthusiast what is possible. If it fits your price range, great. And if it's way beyond it, don't worry about it, you know.
But this is beautiful.
It's wonderful.
Beautiful whiskey for the everyman. If you can afford it, this is a borderline special occasion whiskey.
And if you're looking for something that's a little more, you know, inexpensive, check some of our other videos. Because we talk about some things that are really good values for your money.
Yeah, that's kind of what we're all about.
That's right.
But we like to enjoy special stuff, too.
Oh, absolutely.
I hope that you like what we're doing. And if you do, feel free to like and subscribe to the channel. We'd love to have you with us. Ask us if you got any questions or anything you want to see us talk about in the future.
And we'll do our best to accommodate you.
Absolutely. Until then, cheers.
Cheers. Wait a minute.
Hey.
I have 2 glasses. Let's cheer with both hands.
Okay.
There we go. Ambidextrous.